Make the ground shake.
Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Tom or Gummy, and today we're back for a really cool video. I hope you will enjoy. Today we're going to be doing the TikTok offices in Minecraft. So this is a build I've been working on for a few days now, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. I really do hope you like the design, and in this video I'm going to be running through how to build this step by step. Before I start the video, I want to give a quick announcement that as of today, I've created a TikTok account fitting given the video, and that's going to be at official Gummy, so that will be on screen and in the description. Please do go drop a follow, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of builds on there as kind of speed time lapses, maybe some content that you haven't actually seen on the channel, some of the statues that don't quite make it, and various other builds. So if you're looking for Minecraft TikTok content, again, hopefully I'll be able to provide some in the near future. So again, go check it out at official Gummy on TikTok, and of course I'll also be doing my other various social platforms including Twitter and Instagram, so check out the description for those as well. But apart from that, again, this is the TikTok offices, not based on the one in real life. It was loosely based originally, but the building actually is slightly plain in person and a lot bigger, so I thought I'd make something a little bit more YouTube friendly, so I hope you enjoy, and without further ado, let's get straight into the tutorial. Just before the video starts, I want to do a quick little plug. If you do enjoy my content and want to support the channel, please consider using my support a creator code in the Fortnite item store. That is GUMMYYY, so Gummy with 3 M's and 3 Y's. This applies to all purchases on the item store. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it helps me create more regular content for you guys to hopefully enjoy. Okie dokie, so we're going to start off this video, and we're going to be listing the blocks you're going to need to build this office. So, to start off, the blocks you'll need is going to be stone bricks, grey concrete, light grey concrete, black concrete, red concrete, cyan concrete, polished andesite, white concrete, block of quartz. We're also going to need some oak logs, some jungle leaves, black stained glass panes, grey stained glass panes, quartz stairs, quartz slabs, stone brick slabs, stone slabs, spruce wood slabs, and also cobblestone walls. So I'm going to give everyone a second to pause here, grab them into your inventory, and then we'll get straight into building. The way we're going to go about building this office is we're going to go in various stages, front, left, rear, and right, and we're going to do it layer by layer. There's going to be 3 layers in total, or 3 floors. Of course, as I said before, I originally started to base this on the actual real office in LA, and then kind of went a little bit off track. So the first floor is kind of mirroring that, and then from there on out, it is just free range creativity. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a nice empty space wherever you want to build on your world, and we're going to start with the front side of the building. We're going to find our first block, and we're going to place 7 grey concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. To the right of this, we're then going to place 7 light grey concrete. From here, we're going to extend at the top 16 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then we're going to build all the way down to the bottom, and this is going to give us, if you've done it correctly, a 17 wide area of light grey concrete, and then on the right side, we're then going to place a row of 7 grey concrete. So this is going to be the front doorway. What we're then going to do is going back to the left side, we're going to punch out on the floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and to the right of this, we're going to place a pillar of 6 light grey concrete, and that's going to give you a 7 wide area by 6 tall area where we're going to place our first window. On the right side, we're going to leave a 1 block gap, so replace the floor with 1 light grey, place a row of 6 light grey concrete, and that's going to be our second window. In this middle section here, we're going to place a doorway. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in diagonal on either side, so in diagonal to the right on the left side, in diagonal to the left on the right side. We're then going to build up 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, over 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then down, and that's going to give us a 6 tall by 5 wide archway. From the top, we're going to leave a 1, 2 block gap, build across 1, 2, 3, and that's going to give you a 3 by 2 gap at the bottom where the door's going to be, and a 3 by 2 gap above where our additional window is going to lie. What we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves our grey stained glass panes. All the windows we've placed so far are going to be out of this. So again, above the doorway, to the right of the door in this one thin gap here, and then also to the left of the door in this slightly larger window, which is again 7 wide and 6 blocks tall. The one thing I will say about the larger areas is, of course, it is a little tricky to place the glass panes. They can be, some would say, a little bit of a pain. So again, take your time with it and hopefully don't get too frustrated. As you can see there, I was actually relatively lucky with how easily that went. So anyways, if you want to pause here, again, that is the front side of the door so far. And again, making really good progress. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head round to the left side and we're going to start again extending at the front. However, it's going to go backwards a little bit, and that will make sense once we start adding details later on. From here, we're going to extend 1, 2, 3 to the left using grey concrete. We're going to expand up 6 blocks, so it's going to give us a 4 wide by 7 tall area. And from this 4th block here, next to it, directly to the left of it, we're going to place a row of 7 stone bricks. So the fourth row of the grey concrete will not be visible from the outside. Of course, in the inside it will be. What we're then going to do is to the left of this, we're going to punch out 4 and replace with light grey. We're then going to place a row of 7 stone bricks. We're then going to punch out 1, 2, 3 and 4. A second row of 7 stone bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4 out of light grey, and a third and final row of 7 stone bricks. Join them all the way across at the top, and what this should give you is a 7 tall by 16 wide area with essentially 3 windows. So the windows are all 6 blocks tall and 4 blocks wide. As I said, there is 3 of them in total. What we're going to do is we're going to grab ourselves our black stained glass panes. And the reason we're using black is with all the stone brick, we're going to be using black windows, and with all of the light grey concrete, we're going to be using the lighter grey variety. That's just to make it look a little bit different, and also to make the windows stand out a little bit, because of course the stone brick is a slightly darker block. So again, a bit of a nightmare with the windows, but it looks a lot better than the full block equivalent. So again, I do recommend, if you want to use the full block equivalent, you're more than welcome to do so. However, as you can see, it does look pretty good, in my opinion, with the panes. So choose as you want, whatever works best for you, that's up to you. But again, my recommendation, use glass panes. So as I wrap up filling this window in, and that's going to be a common trend of this build, you can now see the front side of the build so far looks like this. So we've got the main door area, and then we've got this left area slightly set back to the side. On the side of the left, we're going to come around to the full-on left side, and we're going to continue. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the left, and we're going to place once again a 7 tall of stone bricks. And we're going to repeat it one more time. So 1, 2, 3, 4 in the floor using light grey, up 7 using stone bricks, and we're going to connect these all together. And what this will give you is an 11 wide area. Once again, it's going to be 7 tall, and in this gap here is going to be the windows. I'll leave it plain for now. We'll actually come back and fill the windows in later. I don't want to waste your guys' time on the video. So from a corner angle, again, imagine there is black stained glass in that corner. This is what it looks like so far. Perfect. So what we're now going to do is, to the left of this stone bricks, we're going to place grey concrete. We're then going to extend this forwards 1, 2, 3, like so. Now this grey area is going to be 17 blocks tall and 4 blocks wide. So on this grey concrete here, we're going to go up another 16 blocks. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we're going to mirror this all the way across. So again, it's going to be 4 blocks wide and 17 blocks tall. This is going to be the kind of divider on the left side of the building. So again, that's going to go across all the different floors, and you'll notice, as I said, there will be something very similar on the right side and also the rear side, which we're going to link up later on in the video. What we're now going to do is, with our light grey concrete, we're going to come around to the side. We're going to go diagonal, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 of our light grey concrete, and then go diagonal outwards again using grey concrete. From this grey concrete, we're going to build it up to the exact same height. So once again, it's going to be 17 blocks tall. It's also going to be 4 blocks wide, so it's going to be an exact mirror of the other side. And again, it's just a case of going up 17 blocks 4 times in total. What we're then going to do is also at the top, so the very top row, we're going to go 1 block backwards. We're going to place a row of 4 light grey concrete. So it's going to be an exact mirror of the top side. So you can see we've got this outer kind of perimeter. Then we've got a 1 block setback using the light grey. And in this area, we're going to use our light grey, not our light grey, our grey stained glass panes. And above, in between the concretes, so the light grey concrete, we're going to place solid area of glass. It's going to be, if I'm not mistaken, 15 blocks tall and 4 blocks wide. And again, I'll do this fully off camera, but just so you can see, again, that's going to be the grey stained glass panes. And in the stone brick area, it's going to be the black stained glass panes. So again, this is the left side of the build so far. Continuing now to the left side, next to the 4th row of this grey concrete, we're going to build up 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 using our stone bricks. We're going to then go to the bottom and once again go 1, 2, 3, 4 and 7 stone bricks. We're going to go a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 in the ground, again replacing with light grey concrete, and 7 stone bricks. It's very symmetrical so far. Don't you worry, it will look a lot better once we start adding some various additions and effects. Link up at the top side, again that's going to be an 11 wide, so it's 11 wide and 7 blocks tall. And in this section, as I've said and explained with the other side, in between the stone bricks, we're going to be using black stained glass panes as our block of choice. So again, right now, if I back up, bearing in mind the windows will be filled in, this is what it should look like. So we're going to head round now to the rear side, or at least start working our way round to the rear side. So from here, we're going to go diagonal to the left, and we're going to place a row of 7 stone bricks. To the left of this, sorry, I don't know what came over me there. To the left of this, we're going to place a second row. So again, that's 2 rows of 7 stone bricks. From here, we're going to go diagonal and place a 3rd row. We're going to go diagonal again. And then behind this, we're going to place another row. From here, we're going to go diagonal again. And this is going to be the row of the rear side. So from behind or above, it should look like this. So we've got a row of 11, diagonal to 2, diagonal to 1, diagonal to 2, and diagonal to 1. So again, if you want to pause, please feel free to do so. Okie dokie. So from this row here, what we're going to do is we're going to expand from the rear side 14 blocks to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we're going to do the exact same on the top. So 14 blocks to the left. Now what we're not going to do in this situation is join them together. What we are going to do, however, is to the left of this, we're going to place a row of grey concrete. And we're going to repeat exactly what we did previously. So right now, this is 7 blocks tall. We want to make it 17 tall, just like it was before. So we're going to go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It should be the exact same height as the pillar over there. And just like we did before, we're going to expand this 3 blocks forward. So we're going to repeat the process 3 more times. And we'll have our 17 tall by 4 wide area. And that's going to be the joining point in the rear of the building. It's going to bridge across and link everything together nicely. Just like we did on the side, we're going to grab ourselves our light grey concrete. We're going to go in diagonal, place 1, 2, 3, 4. Out diagonal, grey concrete. Again, build the grey concrete up to 17 blocks tall. So you can see here, at this point, I don't even need to count. You can just build it to the exact same height if you want to use the map trick, or just use coords to be able to tell you how tall it is without having to count. That's also another easy approach. Just like we did on the other side, again go 1 block backwards at the top, place a row of 4 light grey concrete, and again in the middle area in between the light grey concrete, so the 15 by 4 area, we're once again going to fill it in solid using the grey stained glass panes. As I said before, won't do this on camera, just to save you guys a bit of time, but again that's going to be filled in solid with light grey, and this area to the right side with the stone brick is once again going to be filled in with black stained glass panes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut the video here. I'll go back and fill in the windows so far, just so I can give you a look at what it looks like, and then we can resume building. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and filled in all the windows. It's looking slightly more complete, still a little bit plain, but don't worry, we'll work on that. As I said, we're now going to continue round on the rear side and loop round to the right side of the build. What we're going to do, exact same as we did on the other side, is from this fourth block, the rear block of the grey concrete, we're then going to extend 15 blocks to the left. So again, that's 15 blocks to the left. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to build up 6, so it's going to be 7 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then all the way back across to give us this 15 wide by 7 tall area. Just like we did previously on that side, it's all going to be filled in with black stained glass panes, but as we've done previously, we'll come back to that in a moment. From here, we're going to go on the left side, diagonal inwards, place a row of 7 stone bricks, and then 1 block to the left, again 7 tall. We're going to go diagonal left once, diagonal left again. Behind this, place a second row of 7 stone bricks, and then we're once again going to go diagonal to the left with 7 stone bricks. So it's going to be the exact same as what we did in the previous corner. So from above it looks like this, and that's going to bring us round to the right side of the building. We'll head around to the right side, so we're looking at it from this perspective. What we're going to do, exact same as we did before, is we're going to go 4 to the left in the ground using our light grey concrete. We're then, on the 5th block, going to build up 7 using stone bricks, and once again, 4 in the ground using light grey concrete, 7 up using stone bricks, join in the middle on both sides, and that's going to give you an 11 wide by 7 tall area. 2 windows, each window is going to be 4 wide and 6 blocks tall. What we're then going to do, and you're not going to love it, but it's something we need to get out the way, is we're going to build to the left of this up 17 using grey concrete. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If you haven't already learnt the process, we're going to go forwards 3 blocks in total, so it's going to be a 17 by 4 area. That's going to be the right side of the big windows. What's good about this, of course, it lets a lot of light in, gives us a nice open area, and splits up the building quite nicely. Just like before, we're going to go diagonal, 4 blocks of light grey concrete, diagonal outwards again, and once again a 17 by 4 to sandwich the light grey concrete. Of course, once we've done that, we do one at the top, and then again it is the process of filling in the middle area in between the light grey concrete, if I can actually place the grey concrete that is, with our grey stained glass panes. So again, we come to the front side, 4 in the middle on the second row back at the top, and from the front side it ends up looking something like this. As I said, we're going to then grab ourselves our grey stained glass panes, and we fill in all the middle bit in between the 2 light grey concretes, just like we did previously. Now of course we're not going to do that on camera, because that is boring, and I don't want to waste anyone's time. Of course you can do that yourself. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue now. We're going to come to the 4th block, the rear block here, and we're going to place a row of 7 stone bricks. So again, 7 stone bricks, so that's 4, 5, 6, and 7. We're then going to go 4 to the left and place a row of 7 stone bricks, and we'll join them together at the top. So that's going to be 7 blocks tall and 6 blocks wide. That's going to be a single window. And we're now going to loop around to the front side of the build. So you can see here it's actually going to be a little bit different to the left side. We're going to go in diagonal, to the left, diagonal, diagonal, forwards, and diagonal. So you can see currently from above looks like this. We're going to extend these all up 6 blocks, so they're all going to be 7 tall in total. And as you can see, we're very nearly back round to the front side already, making really great progress. So if I come to the corner angle, it will look something like this. What we're then going to do is we will extend at the top this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left, and also 6 blocks down. That's going to give us a window. So again, it's going to be a 4x6 window. And to finish this off, we're going to get this grey concrete here, and we're going to extend it backwards 3 blocks, just like we did on the left side. So again, this final grey concrete won't be visible to the outside, but from the inside it will be. Once you've done that, and once you've actually filled in the windows, again, stone brick, and underneath we're going to place light grey concrete. Once again, stone brick equals black glass, and grey concrete or light grey concrete equals grey glass. So just the windows we've done. One thing to note as well is these windows do have the light grey concrete at the bottom. The ones on the rear side of the build have the stone brick running across the bottom like so. So please do bear that in mind. But as I said, once you've filled it all in, the building from above should look something like this. You'll note that there are the 3 tall towers, one on the left, one on the rear, and one on the right. And then apart from that, it's a very kind of symmetrical basic build. Of course, we're going to be adding a bunch of detail to make it look a little bit more interesting, but for now, if you want to pause, you're more than welcome to do so. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fill in the windows, again, off camera. So bear with me a second, and we'll be right back. Okie dokie, so the next step for this video is we're going to come to the front left corner, to the very edge of this stone brick. We're going to come to the second block, and we're going to build up one using light grey concrete. Build 1 block to the right, punch out the original, and we've now got this block, as you can see, diagonal up from the original front left corner. From here, we're going to extend 39 blocks to the right, so it's going to be a row of 40 light grey concrete. And the reason I'm not actually counting is because if you've done it correctly, and I have faith I have, you'll end up, as you can see in this corner right here, sandwiched diagonal between these stone bricks. So directly above the front right window, as you can see right there. What we're then going to do is we're going to build up 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go all the way back over to the left side. Again, 39 blocks to the left, 40 in total. And link up the 2 sides by going down 4 blocks in total. So what this will give you is a 40 wide area with 6 tall. And in the middle is going to be a 38 by 4 window. Now this window is the exclusion of the rule. We're going to be filling it in using black stained glass paint. So even though it's got the light grey concrete outline, it's going to be using black stained glass paints, and there's a reason behind that, and that is because the balcony we're going to build is going to be using the lighter of the colours, the grey stained glass paint. So to make them not clash, not contrast, we're going to be filling this window in with black stained glass. What we're also going to do is grab ourselves our spruce wood slabs, and in this gap at the front side on the upper half of the block, so again on the upper half, we're going to place a row of spruce wood slabs. It's going to be 3 blocks wide, and you can see we'll fill in the area in the middle here. Make sure to fill it in all equally, and again this is more for the inside purpose, because from the outside perspective it will indeed be covered up in a moment. So right now, this is what the front of the building looks like. Again, I'll go ahead and fill in the window off camera. What we're going to do is we're going to go around to the left side now, and this is a game of pretty much doing the exact same as what we've just done before, so a left, rear, right side, just with the second floor. So from this light grey corner here, we're going to expand to the left, 9 blocks in total. Again, there's no real need to count because it will come in line if you've done it properly with the stone bricks. We're then going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then link together. So it's going to be a 6 tall by 10 wide area. And once again, I'm going to mark it just so it's obvious. The glass area in the middle is going to be filled in with the black stained glass panes, even though it is the light grey concrete around it. Continuing now to the other side of this central pillar here, we're going to place on the side, on top of the stone brick, a light grey concrete, and then we're going to place a block behind it, punch out the original, and we've got this block kind of hovering, floating in the middle like so. So it's set 1 block back from the original stone brick. From here, we're going to build up again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the bottom floor is 7 blocks tall, the second floor is 6 blocks tall. We're going to extend 10 blocks to the left, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, 5 blocks up and link together by placing 9 blocks in the middle to give you a 11 wide by 6 tall area. In the middle, and the way we figure out the middle is by counting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the 5th block, we're going to place 4 blocks of our light grey concrete, and that will give us a 4x4 gap on the left and a 4x4 gap on the right. And once again, this is both going to be filled in using black stained glass panes. From here, we're going to curve around to the rear side. So if we follow this gap here, again, what we're going to do is we're going to go diagonal left from the light grey, and we're going to build up 5, so 6 blocks in total. We're going to go diagonal left again, a second and a third time, and once again fill these all up to the top, so 6 tall in total. In these 2 block gaps here, what we're going to do is grab ourselves our spruce wood slabs. Again, on the upper half of the block, we're going to place a spruce wood slab in each gap, and we're going to continue round to the rear side by going diagonal once more, and again building up 5 blocks in total. So you can see here, essentially from the original, we go 4 diagonals to the left, and that's going to bring us right round to the rear side of the build. From here, we're going to expand 14 blocks to the left, so again that's 14 blocks to the left, and that's going to bring you in line with the grey concrete. Go down 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then all the way back to the right side, and that's going to give you a 15 wide by 6 tall area. What we are going to do is we're going to split this into 2. So starting on the right side, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and on the 5th block, we're going to place a row of 4 light grey concrete. So what this gives us is an 8x4 window on the left and a 4x4 window on the right. Again, just to mark out, this is going to be using our black stained glass panes. As I said, we'll come back and fill those in afterwards. So that's both windows, and that's again an 8x4 window on the left and a 4x4 window on the right, and that's going to be 15 wide and 6 tall in total. What you should notice at this point is the second floor is set 1 block back from the front floor. Again, that's intentional, with the exception of those 2 blocks there, and of course we'll come back and add some details to this later on, as for now it is very, very plain. Heading round to the other side of the rear side of the build, we're once again going to start off by placing a light grey on top of the stone brick here, go backwards 1, punch out the original, and build up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the bottom side, we're going to go 14 blocks to the left, and that should finish in line with the edge here between the 2 stone bricks. And we do the exact same on the top side, 14 blocks to the left, join them together in the middle, and that's going to give you a 15 wide by 6 tall area. Starting on the left side, we're then going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place 4, and that's going to give you your 4x4 window on the left and your 8x4 window on the right. As stated before, just like the other side, this is going to be black stained glass panes. And with this, we're then going to curve around to the right side. So towards the right side, we are going to go diagonal 1, 2, 3, and 4 times using our light grey concrete. We're once again going to build these all up, 5 blocks in total, or 5 up and then 6 in total. And then in the 2 single block gaps here, we're going to place a spruce wood slab, again on the upper half of the block. That will count as the floor inside the building. So again, we'll come back and reference that later on in the video. But for now, again, the corner looks like this. If we come around to the right side, grabbing ourselves our light grey concrete, we're going to expand 10 blocks to the left. We're going to go up 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and build all the way back to the right side, and that's going to give you an 11 wide by 6 tall area. We're going to count 4, and on the 5th block we build up 4, and that gives you a 4x4 window on the left and a 4x4 window on the right. As the same with the other windows on the 2nd floor, this is going to be using black stained glass panes. So again, I'll back up so you can pause if necessary. This is the back right corner of the build. We'll do a full little spin once we've actually finished the floor, but for now we're going to curve around to the front side of the build on the remaining section of the front right corner. So we're going to start off, we'll actually start off at the front side. We're going to go diagonal and forwards, so towards us at the right side. We're then going to go diagonal and to the side, diagonal, and then we're going to go to the side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it should again come in line diagonal with the grey concrete. We're going to build up 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go to the left 5, and then down, and that's going to give you your first window. Again, that's going to be a 4x4 window. And then for these two sections here, we're just going to build them up 5, and it's going to give you a nice little curved corner. Again, each one being 6 blocks tall and being made out of the light grey concrete. So again, this window here, black stained glass panes in the middle. What I'm going to go ahead and do now is I'm actually going to fill in all the windows for this floor, and we'll come back in a second once that's done, and I'll show you what it should be looking like. Okay, so you can now see this is what the floor looks like once you've added all the windows, starting to look a little bit more complete, but again, still looking relatively plain. Don't worry, we will be working on that. The next step we're going to work on, and this is going to be the final floor, the third floor. Of course, what you can do is you can add on more floors if you want. The only thing you'd have to do is you'd replicate what we've done on the second floor and just extend the sides as necessary. So what we're going to do for the third and final floor in this video is we're going to start at the front left corner, and we're going to place a row of 36 black concrete. So it's going to span all the way across the front side of the front window minus 4 blocks. So again, you can see here I've left 4 blocks on the right side, so that's 36 in total. What we're then going to do is on the left side, we're going to build up 11, so it's going to be 12 tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're then going to go 13 to the right, so 14 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're going to go down 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go 22 to the right. And if you've done this correctly, it should line up with the bottom of the black concrete that we did previously. We're then going to join them. There should be a 6 block gap in the middle, so join them all together, and it's going to give you a shape that looks like this. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fill the area in behind this using black concrete. So not in line, not in the gap, but behind. So what I mean by this is in line with the black concrete, just place a block. Behind that block, place a black concrete, and then fill in like so. So you'll have a 1 block kind of indentation, and what this means is we can place the logo and it sits in line with the black concrete. So if we start building the logo here, for example, you can see how it sits in line with the black concrete. That is intentional. So we're not going to fill that in for now. Again, that's a thing for off camera. That's going to be the front side. We're going to go around to the left and other sides, and then we'll come back and fill it in afterwards, again, to save some time. So starting off, we're going to come around to the left side. Of course, it's 12 tall, and from here, we're going to expand. It's very, very simple. 11 blocks to, 9 blocks. I don't know why I said 11. 9 blocks to the left and 11 blocks up. So 9 blocks to the left and 11 blocks up. Again, at the top, you'll just join by placing 8 in the middle, and that's going to give you a 12 tall by 10 wide area. So again, that's 12 tall by 10 wide area. What we're then going to do is we're going to head round to the right side. So head round to the right side. Again, at this point, it should be 8 blocks tall. So again, that is 8 blocks tall. We're going to come around to the right side, and we're going to expand 9 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're then going to build up 7. So again, to give us our 10 by 8 area, 10 wide and 8 blocks tall. If we come around to the rear side now, it's going to be a case of linking everything together. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off at the bottom, and we're just going to build all the way across and link the left side to the right side. And of course the other sides require a little bit more effort, but let's just get the bottom part out the way first, nice and simple. So you can see there, that's going to be 36 blocks wide. What we're then going to do is on the top left corner, we're going to go 22 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You can see that should come in line with that row there. We're once again going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then extend 13 blocks to the side, or 12 in between. So this one, 12 blocks, and then you should hit the right side, so 14 in total. As you can see, it gives us a shape that looks like this. So that is the top of the building, the third floor. Next, we're going to go ahead and place a block in each corner, so next to the black concrete in each corner. And what we're going to do is above this, we're going to match the height of the corner we're building in with black concrete. So again, we're going to build all the way to the top, and on this top block, again, you can just place a block of your choice. It does not matter which one. So again, at the side here, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then block on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, block on top, and then once you get to this one here, so not in line with this, but one block to the side, we're going to place again a row like so, and exact same behind it. So again, it's a bit of estimation, but it's just to make sure that you know roughly where you're going to be indenting everything. So what you want to do is in between all these areas here, so I'll fill them in, just do the outline. So you're doing essentially an inner outline, and you want to make sure that it's all filled in using black concrete. So you can see there, and then we're going to extend this to the left, and I'll go ahead and then off camera fill it in completely. So you can see again all the way across, exact same at the rear side, and then once we've actually filled in all the blocks, we can go ahead and punch out the corner markers like so, and it's just a case of, as I said, filling in the middle bit. So I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera and repeat it, and then I'll come back once we have solid platforms to build off. Okay, so you can see I've gone ahead and filled in the middle bit, set one block back on each and every side. One thing I did forget to mention, however, is you want to do the same on this point here. So we're going to link the rear side to the front side, and we're going to do the exact same at the bottom. And then we're going to fill in this middle gap here, just like we did with a one block gap setback on all the other sides. So again, important thing to point out, in the middle bit here, you don't have to fill this in. We'll worry about that once we get to the roof. But for now, again, this gap in the middle, you want to make sure is indeed filled in. So that is that. What we're going to work on now is the front side with regards to the logo, the big old logo going across the front of the building. What we're going to do is we're going to come to the bottom left corner of the front side. For this logo, we're going to need our white concrete, our cyan concrete, our red concrete. We're also going to need our quartz, stairs, slabs, and blocks. So let me grab them all onto the inventory hotbar, and then we'll get straight into building. We're going to start off at the bottom left corner by leaving a 3 block gap. So that's 1, 2, 3. And we're then going to place on the 4th and 5th block 2 white concrete. From here, we're going to go up diagonal to the left twice. We're then going to go up 1 and up diagonal to the right twice. Back to the original point. From here, we're going to go up diagonal to the right twice. We're then going to go up 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it should be 1 block short of the top. We're going to go 2 to the right, down, and 2 to the right, and again it should be 1 block short of the edge. So right now you have a shape that looks like this. With our next colour, red, we're going to start off to the right of the 2 original blocks. We're going to place a red concrete, go up diagonal to right twice, and up 5 blocks. We're then going to go from the 2nd block down, 1 to the right, leave it, and place 2 red concrete like so. With regards to the left side, to the right of these 2 white concrete, we're going to place 2 red concrete. We're then going to go up diagonal, and it ends up looking something like this. The final step we're going to do is with our cyan concrete. We're going to start off directly above the 2nd block we placed. We're going to place 1. We're going to go up diagonal and place 7. We're then going to go up diagonal and place 3. Down diagonal and place 2. So that's around the top, and then around the left corner, above this 2nd to last white, we're going to place 1 and to the left, and then we're going to go up diagonal, and it's going to end up looking something like this. So again, that's what it looks like for the main logo, and now we're going to add the white, quartz should I say, TikTok text. What you can do, if you choose to, is make the logo a tiny bit taller. However, I like it like this, so it's not massively overwhelming the other side of the building and really looking out of proportion to the rest of the build. I think this hits that perfect mix between being recognizable as the logo, but also not taking up too much of the overall space. So what we're going to do now is, as I said, build the TikTok text part. So what we're going to do is we're going to start in line with this red concrete here. So this is the third block up on the right side. We're going to leave a 1-2 block gap, and on the third block we're going to place 3 blocks of quartz, and to the left of this and to the right on the upper half we're going to place a quartz slab, and that's going to give us our original T. From here on the top right corner we're going to leave a 1 block gap. We're then going to place on the upper half again 1 slab, 1 block and 1 slab, and underneath the block we're going to go down twice, and on the lower half we're going to go 1 to the left and 1 to the right, and that's going to be our I. In line with the lower block, we're going to go 1 block to right, leave it empty, second block to right, and place 3 blocks of quartz in a row like so. On the middle block, we're going to go 1 to right. We're then going to place a quartz stair facing towards the right side. Above this, we're going to place a quartz stair facing towards the left side, and underneath it, we're going to place a quartz stair upside down facing towards the left side, and that's going to be our K block. From this quartz stair upside down, we're going to leave a 1, 2, 3 block gap, and on the fourth block we're going to place a block of quartz and go up twice. From here on the upper side, again on the upper half of the block, we're going to go to the left and to the right using a quartz slab, and that's going to be the T for the TOC. Heading back down to the bottom corner, we're going to leave a 1-2 block gap. On the third block we're then going to place a quartz stair upside down facing towards the left side. Above this we're going to place a block of quartz and then a quartz stair facing towards the left. On the lower side, we're going to place a quartz slab on the lower half of the block. On the upper side, we're going to place a quartz slab on the upper half of the block. We're then going to repeat the process we did previously, but mirrored. So on the lower half, we're going to place a quartz stair upside down facing towards the right. We're then going to place a quartz block, and on top of that, a quartz stair facing towards the right. And that's going to be our O. For the final letter, of course, the K, we're going to leave a 1 block gap. We're then going to place a row of 3 blocks of quartz. Same as the other side, we're going to then go 1 block to the right in the middle, and 1 quartz stair to the right, again in the middle. Above this, we're going to place a quartz stair facing towards the left, and below it we're going to place a upside down quartz stair, once again facing towards the left. If I back up now, you should see something that looks like this. Again, that should say tick tock, and again there should be a 1 block gap between the perimeter and the text on the top, and a 2 block gap on the bottom. If you want to apply an underline, which can look pretty cool, you can do that all the way across, so you leave a 1 block gap, and it will end up looking, I'll do it halfway across, something like this. So again, that's completely optional if you want to do that, and again it will be a half block gap between the bottom and a 1 block gap between the text. It can look cool and fill in the gap a little bit, but that is completely up to you. So that is the front logo complete. The next step we're going to do, and this is something we're going to do as detailing on all the sides, is we're going to do on the top in particular a perimeter of quartz blocks all the way around. So all the way around the edge, we're going to do a perimeter of quartz slabs. Sorry, I think I said quartz blocks previously, of quartz slabs, and we're going to do this on both sections, so both the top and the lower half, as you've just seen me do there. What we're also going to do is we'll fill in the middle area using black concrete. So the black concrete on the top isn't actually going to be indented, it will be in line with the roof, so it's going to be the exact same on the lower roof as well. We'll fill it all in using quartz slabs on the perimeter. And what we're also going to do is we're going to apply a second outline. So it's now going to be 2 blocks wide, so on top, and then a 1 block extension over the edge. But the roof, or at least the detail of the roof, the quartz slabs, is going to be 2 blocks wide. So again, we do that all the way around, and we're going to do the exact same on the upper roof. We're not going to fill the middle bit in with quartz slabs because that'll be a little bit too much when we factor in the roofs that we're going to add on later. We'll fill it in with black concrete, or an alternative, and something I was actually playing around with, is you could put some grass and maybe build like a rooftop garden or something like that. So again, as long as this area here is filled in 1 block back, you can also put quartz slabs in here if you want, just to make it make sense. That's up to you. But for now, again, the rooftop should look something like this. Okie dokie, so once that's done, that is the main structure of the building complete in terms of the actual design. What we're going to do now is add the details and make it look good. So we're going to start off with the front door area. We're going to grab ourselves our light grey concrete, and in front of this light grey concrete on the left side, we're going to extend it forwards 2, and again each one is going to be 7 blocks tall. We do the exact same on the right side, so this right far corner of the light grey, we're going to extend it 2 blocks forward, 7 blocks tall in total, and you're now going to have an extension both on the left and right side. In the middle, we're then going to grab ourselves both our cobblestone walls and also our stone brick slabs. Starting off with the cobblestone walls, we are going to come in front of the window. We're going to leave a 1 block gap, and we're going to place 7 cobblestone walls, leave a 1 block gap, 7 more, 1 block gap, and 7 more. So it should go gap, row, gap, row, gap, row, and gap, like so. What we're also going to do is we'll grab ourselves our quartz slabs, and above the doorway, so the 3rd block here of the black concrete, we're going to place a row of 5 quartz slabs, and we're going to bring it forwards a 2nd block, like so. Underneath the front left corner and the front right corner, we're going to place 2 cobblestone walls. That's going to be the pillars holding up that little area. And then above this area that we've just filled in previously, we're going to do a 21 wide by 2 thick area of our stone brick slab. So starting off, we're going to start on the left side. On top of the light grey concrete, we're then going to extend 2 to the left, and we'll extend all the way to the right side until we hit the right light grey concrete, and then 2 blocks over the edge. So again, that's all the way to the other light grey concrete, as you can see there, and then 2 blocks further, like so. So we've got a little overhang of 2 blocks on the left side and the right side. That's going to be the front entrance area. Again, just that small detail makes it a lot more interesting. So from the front perspective, again, it looks like this. If you want to pause, you are more than welcome to do so. For the next step, we're going to do is we're going to head round to the left side of the build. We're once again going to grab ourselves our cobblestone walls, and we're going to come to the front right corner of the left front side. From here, this grass block, we're going to go diagonal. We're going to build up 1, 2, 3. From the left, we're then going to leave a 5 block gap, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 6th block, this one here, we're going to place, again, 3 cobblestone walls. This time, we're then going to leave a 4 block gap, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And on the 5th block, we're going to place 3 cobblestone walls. Again, leave a 4 block gap, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th block, 3 cobblestone walls. So there should be currently 4 pillars in total. We're going to head round to the left side of the build now, and we're going to leave a 5 block gap, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6th block, 3 cobblestone walls, and then the second to last block, which should be a 4 block gap, 1, 2, 3, 4. Second to last block here, 3 tall pillars. So again, you can see we've got all these pillars of cobblestone walls, 6 in total. That's going to be the pillars, and on top of this, we're going to put an area of quartz slabs, a little kind of overhang, if you'll say, and it's going to make it look a little bit more interesting. So starting off at the left side of the build, directly above the cobblestone walls, we're going to place a 2 wide area, and it's going to be 13 blocks to the side. So 13 blocks to the side, and it's going to be 2 blocks wide. So it should look like this, and the very end should finish just above the cobblestone wall in the corner. If you head around to the front side, we're going to expand this all the way across there as well. So again, all the way across, 2 blocks thick in total, and that's going to wrap around the side of the building and make it look interesting. From the front side, it'll be 18 blocks wide. So if I now back up, it should look something like this. As you can see, splits up the front side nicely, makes it look a little bit nicer. Okay, so the next step we're going to be working on, and it's one of the more noticeable things I'm sure you would have picked up on the thumbnail. We're going to come back to the front side, the front entrance, and directly above the grey concrete here, we're going to build up 1 using grey concrete, and we're going to expand 18 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And if you've done it correctly, you should finish directly above the grey concrete right there. Going back to the left side now, we're going to expand this grey concrete pillar 19 blocks to the left. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. If you do it correctly, you should see it lines up with the side pillar we built there previously. What we're going to do is we're going to build this all the way across, so we'll build it backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 in total, and it should now link up to the large pillar there. All this area in the middle we're going to fill in with quartz slabs in line with the lower half of the grey concrete. So again, in line with the lower half of the grey concrete, we're going to fill it all in using quartz slabs. So it should look, you should have a half block gap, a half block perimeter around the edge of the grey concrete. And of course, I'll do some of this off camera, but from a corner, it should look like this. This all at the front side will once again all be filled in with quartz slabs, so it's again a case of just building all the way across, including on top of the existing stuff. So we'll cover up all the spruce slabs you can see here, we'll cover up all the grey concrete below any gap, just make sure again it's all filled in solid using quartz slabs. And then around the perimeter, we're going to be adding on top of the grey concrete some of our light grey, or sorry, I keep saying light grey, our grey stained glass paint. So again, if I back up, it should currently look something like this from the corner. And again, that makes it look a lot less boring. Okay, so with the right side, we're going to come to this point here, and we're going to extend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the right. We're then, behind this, going to go backwards 1 and 2 to the right. We're going to repeat this again, so backwards 1, 2 blocks to the right, and then we're going to go backwards and to the side 3 times. So backwards, side, backwards, side, backwards, side. So if I look from above, it should look like this. What we're then going to do is from this point here, we're going to go 2 blocks to the right, forwards, and then 6 blocks to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it will link up with the big pillar, as you can see right there in the middle. This gives you a curved edge, as we did previously. Fill in all the middle area in the gap with quartz slabs, and some of the area won't quite be 3 blocks wide. That's perfectly fine. It's just to make it look as smooth as possible. And as I said, once we've filled this all in, try to make sure it's slabs only, by the way, rather than blocks. Once we've filled this all in, we'll go ahead and add a perimeter to the edge using our grey stained glass paints. So let me grab the grey stained glass paints, and as I said, we do a solid perimeter all the way around the edge of the balcony just to stop people falling off and also making it look nice and modern. So we do this all the way across the front side as well, wrap around to the left side of the building, and as I said previously, that's the reason we're using black stained glass panes on the upper floor, is so it doesn't clash and merge with the glass we are currently placing, so it doesn't kind of fit into one and look really, really boring. So if we go back around to the front side, you can now see that is the first balcony complete. We are making great progress. What we're going to do now is we're going to start making some progress on the front side of the details. So what we're going to do for this is we're going to need our stone brick slabs and also our cobblestone wall. We're going to come to the front left window and we're going to come to the third block. Here we're going to punch out this block of quartz and we're going to place a stone brick. So we'll just do 1 stone brick. We're then going to leave a 4 block gap, place a stone brick, and we're going to repeat this over again. So again, 4 block gap, stone brick, 4 block gap, stone brick, and we're going to do this all the way until we hit the right side minus the 2 blocks. So again, there should be a 2 block gap on the left, 2 block gap on the right. So in total, you'll see it looks like this. There is going to be 8 of these stone bricks, and what we're going to do is on top of each one of them, we're going to place 4 cobblestone walls and a stone brick. So again, that's 4 cobblestone walls and a stone brick on top, should I say, of each of the stone bricks we just placed. Now the aim of this is to break up the front window, so it's not just a big old plain front window. Let's give it a little bit of detail, make it split up, make it look a little bit more interesting. And what we're going to do to join them together is a small little pattern, a very, very simple one, but again, just adds a bit more texture and a bit more point of interest to the front side of the building. So you can see right here, again, that's a stone brick, 4 cobblestone walls on top and a stone brick. And what we're going to do is on the lower half, we're going to place in between 4 stone brick slabs on top of the quartz slabs. So there'll be a half gap in between the quartz slabs and the stone brick, as you can see there. And then on the upper half, we're just going to place a row of solid slabs on the upper half again in line. And that's going to link up to the balcony, which is going to be directly above. So if I back up now, you should see this is the front side of the build so far. That's going to be the front window. And as I said, we'll go ahead now and add the second balcony on the third floor. So for the second balcony, we're going to come around to the left side. We're going to come to the top left corner of this grey concrete area here, and we're going to count down 1, 2, 3, and on the fourth block, we're going to grab ourselves our grey concrete, and we're going to extend 14 blocks outwards, and essentially, at this point, we're just mimicking the balcony below. So again, it's going to look the exact same as the balcony below. What we're then going to do is, as before, extend 43 blocks to the right, so it's 44 blocks in total. And once we get to the end, again, it will be the curved edge as we did previously. So you can see here I'm just referencing from the lower floor. We're going to go back and to the side twice, back to the right side twice, and then we're going to do our back to the right side 3 more times. So 1, 2, 3. From the right perspective, 2 blocks to the right, forwards, 6 blocks to the right, and that should link up just like the previous floor did to the bit there. In this area, we're going to fill this all in using quartz slabs. So again, let me grab the quartz slabs. So directly above the stone brick slabs here, we're going to place a 3 wide area of quartz slabs, and that's going to be all the way in this perimeter here, including this roof area. So what we're going to do is from this grey concrete here, we're going to expand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to the left, and we're going to do that all the way across. But in this remaining area here, which I'll outline, we're going to be placing quartz slabs, and that's going to act as part of the roof, but also part of the balcony. So again, all this area that I'm filling in here is going to be part of the roof, but also part of the balcony. Now what you'll see is from below, that's going to look like a roof. That is indeed the roof of this bit, but it's also going to be the base of the balcony above, vice versa for this part here. But as I said, we're going to fill this in all off camera. As I said before as well, we're going to grab ourselves our light grey, or should I say our grey stained glass panes, and just like before, we're going to do the outline using the glass panes all the way around the perimeter of what we've just built. So it's going to be basically an exact replica of the previous balcony. So again, I'm going to pause the video here. I will do that all off camera, and then we'll come back once it's complete. Okay, so as you can see, I've gone ahead and filled that all in and added the glass perimeter to the edge. The next thing we're going to be working on, and again, not the funnest of things, is we're going to be linking up all the grey concrete areas like so. So we're going to start off very, very simple by just building all the way across from left side to right side. So we'll just do this on the top and or on the nearest to the front and also the furthest away. So just linking the top side like so, so both front and back, and then we'll link the rear middle one also to this, so we've got that kind of middle T-shaped connection. So you can see what I've done there is just linked at the top side, in line with the lower bit here that we were building previously. I'll fill this all the way across as well, and the reason we want to do this is so that we have a block that's filling in the side over here, so we don't have a big old gap right here. We're going to do the exact same on this side. So to come in line with the roof, we're going to go all the way across. So that'll be 1 block directly above the light grey concrete if you're referring to the sides, as you can see right here. And then if I come around to the one at the rear side, we're going to link this across as well. So again, just building from the top on both sides, and then we're going to figure out kind of what's happening with the center in a pretty simple way. So again, at the bottom as well, 1 block above the light grey, so you can see there, that's how you figure out where you start. And final side, again 1 block above the light grey all the way across, and it's going to give you something that looks like this. So from the rear perspective, it should be a T-shape. We're then going to punch out these blocks in the middle that are obstructing it, and we're going to go ahead and fill in everything in the middle bit using grey concrete. So again, it's just filling in the 2 block gap in the middle all the way across using grey concrete. And as I said, this will be important because from the front side and the rear side, there is going to be bits of this that will be visible. We're also on top of this going to fill in the roof using quartz. However, as I said, we'll do this in a moment as it is slightly tedious. So you get the idea. I'll do the rest off camera. One thing to bear in mind, and it's a very important thing to bear in mind, is this will impact the black concrete right here. So what we're going to do to counteract that is the row above the grey concrete, we're going to place a row of black concrete. And again, that's just to fill in this area here, so that it doesn't look weird and there's kind of a gap going down the side of the building. It will still be there, but of course it will be covered by the building, so it is perfectly fine. If you want to get rid of this bit in the middle here, you're more than welcome to, doesn't matter at all. So, as I said before, we'll worry about filling that in off camera. What we are going to do on camera is we're going to fill in the roof area. So the roof is going to consist of quartz slabs, and just like we did previously, we're essentially going to do a 1 block extension around the whole rooftop. So basically 1 block overhang on the rooftop, and then everything in between in the middle is going to be filled in using quartz slabs. So again, I'll just do the perimeter outline, and then we'll go ahead and fill everything in. On the bit with the light grey concrete at the end, it's of course going to be a 2 block overhang. It's not going to go 1 block in and then come back out again. We're just going to keep it nice and simple. And as I go around the edges, I'll show you what it should look like so far. And then once again, as I said, I'll go off camera and fill it all in. So from above, if I actually had done it correctly and finished as I thought I had, we'll head back round to here and join this bit up. It will end up looking, as you can see, once I zoom up, as a T-shape, again using grey concrete and quartz slabs. So I'm going to jump off and fill in all the grey concrete and all the quartz slabs in the middle. Unlike the roof, we are going to be filling it in solid. So I'll jump back once we've made some progress. So you can see there, I've gone ahead and filled that all in. As I said before, there is a 1 block overhang on all edges, apart from this part here, where it's a 2 block overhang, of course, and that's going to be the roof for the central kind of big pillars linking the left, right, and rear side of the build. That leaves us with ultimately 2 sections. So we've got this section here on the left and right side of the rear of the building, and this is going to be where we're going to have 2 of the larger roofs. But for now, we're not going to worry about that. We're actually going to continue with the lower side, so the first floor, and adding kind of a little roof onto that section. So I'll head around to the left side of the build, and essentially where we left off, we had, as you can see here, we've got the kind of stone bricks, then we've got a 1 block setback, and we've got the light grey concrete. What we're going to do is we're going to place on top of all the stone bricks and all the oak, or what, spruce? Lost my mind there what I was saying for a second. Slabs, we're going to place a row of quartz slabs, and we're then going to extend it all forwards 1 layer. So again, it's easier to place 1 block on each and then go around and just extend it 1 block forwards so that you've got the 1 block overhang, as you can see right here, as I slowly spin round in a smooth cinematic fashion. So from a corner above, it should look like this, and from below like this. Now what we're going to do is on the actual left side of the build, we're going to keep that empty. However, on the right side, we're going to grab ourselves, or on the rear side, sorry, we're going to grab ourselves our stone, cobblestone walls, and from the left side we're going to leave 1, 2, 3 block gap, and then we're going to place a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tall cobblestone wall. We're then going to leave a 3 block gap and place a second one. So this is going to act as a pillar holding up this said roof, and then we're going to leave a third 3 block gap, so 1, 2, 3, and place our third pillar. So 3 pillars in total, 3 block gap on the right side, out of cobblestone wall, and again that's going to break up the rear window and make it look a little bit more interesting. We're going to go ahead and do the exact same on the other side. So again, we grab ourselves our quartz slabs. On top of the stone brick here, we're going to do a solid row all the way around the perimeter, following all the gaps here using our quartz slabs. And as we've done before, as we finish up, we're going to go around and extend it out 1 block, so it's got a 1 block overhang on all edges. So again, in the sense of when you come around to the side, you've got the 2 blocks there, make sure to extend them both out, and try not to do what I'm doing here, which is a horrible job, and placing lots of full blocks. So you can see, again, from below, you've got the 1 block extension all the way around the edge. Again, on the right side, we're not going to do anything. On the rear side, however, we are once again going to, from the left side, leave a 3 block gap, place a cobblestone wall, 3 block gap, cobblestone wall, 3 block gap, cobblestone wall, and build these all up 7 tall in total to give you the 3 pillars to hold up the little extension, the little roof, the little balcony, whatever you want to call it, and also break up the window. So if I back up, the rear of the building should now look like this. As you can see, it looks a little bit more interesting. Still looks a bit like a office, which is of course intentional, but a little bit more interesting than it did previously. The next step we're going to do is we're going to go around the edge of the top, and we're going to over extend by 1 block. So again, we just follow the perimeter like so, but extend 1 block over at all times. And again, that's going to be out of quartz slabs. The remaining area in the middle is going to be filled in solid. I will be doing this off camera because of course it's going to take forever. As you can see, it's a big old area. But everything in this gap here is going to be filled in with quartz slabs all the way up until the perimeter with the grey concrete, as you can see here. So I'll build around the edge just so you can see what the perimeter is, and we'll repeat the exact same on the other side. So you can see here, that's the area we're going to be filling in with quartz slabs, so directly above the light grey concrete. Exact same with the right side. So we're going to go all the way around the perimeter. Again, a 1 block extension, so we're overhanging by 1 block. So we've still got that kind of little overhang to split up the building and make it look more interesting, all the way around to the edge. And again, everything in the middle is going to be filled in with quartz slabs. So apart from that, what are we left with? We've got the quartz slabs to fill in at the top, and you can play around with the roof if you may, but that pretty much wraps it up. So again, I'm going to cut off the video here. We'll have filled this in, and then I'll talk a little bit about the floor inside and the exterior. Alrighty, so back with another update. What I've gone ahead and done is I've filled in all the different roofs. So I filled in the quartz, I've gone ahead and filled in the black concrete, and also made a slight adjustment here. So I've deleted the quartz that was here before previously and put the black concrete across to fit in line with the design previously. We'll add a second layer of quartz there before I forget. Filled in the second roof, and I've also gone ahead and done the very, very tedious task that took me nothing short of, I want to say, around 20 or so minutes of filling in the floors. So I've chosen to go with spruce planks. It's up to you whichever one you want to go with. Spruce planks on the bottom, and then for the upper floor we've used spruce slabs, and the way you know to do that is, of course, we had the spruce slabs in the corner, so it will also be in line with the 7th block of the build on the top half, so that when you come to the floors above, it will be in line and you'll have the full block below. What you can also do, as I've kind of done here, is you can leave the edges by the kind of taller towers open. That's how I've been travelling around the building. Maybe just put a little glass path, as I'm doing here, to stop people falling off the edge or something like that. And it makes a nice gap between the floors. So very, very nice. As you can see, very dark in here, so I'm going to jump out and get away from here so you guys will be able to see. But yeah, that is pretty much the main building. What I'm going to do now is a very, very quick summary of the outside, the exterior. I will not be touching any more of the interior, so if you do want a video about the interior, please let me know down in the comment section below and leave a like on the video. If the video gets tons of support, I will do an interior. So anyways, what we're going to do now is we're going to come to the front left corner and we're going to lay out the exterior that I've done. Of course, you don't have to work with this, but I feel it works pretty nicely, so I'm going to run through it very, very quickly. So we're going to start off, we're going to leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 block gap. So on the 11th block, we're going to place a stone slab. We're then going to go 44 blocks to the left, so that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, and 44 to give us a 45 wide section. Then what we're going to do is we're going to expand 6 forwards on each side, both the left side and the right side. So again, left side and head over to the right side, 6 blocks forward, so it's 7 blocks in total. And that's going to give us front area, as you can see right there. What we're going to go ahead and do is this area is going to be filled in with black concrete. I won't do that on camera. Instead, we're going to go ahead at the front left corner and we're going to count 3 blocks and place a quartz, 3 blocks and quartz, and we're going to do that all the way across until we hit the end, and this is going to mark out the various car park spaces that I've built. Again, a very, very simple design, pretty generic, but I think pretty much supports the build nicely. What we're then going to do is we're going to extend each of these forwards 4. Again, I will do this off camera in full, but it's going to be 5 wide for each section, and again, it's going to go all the way across, and the remaining gaps will be using the black concrete. What we're then going to do is grab ourselves our oak logs, and we're going to surround the outer area with oak logs, and on top of that I decided to place a 2-high area of jungle leaves just to give the building an outer perimeter. This is going to go all the way around the edge, and will make sense, as I said, once you get around to the rear side, and it's a bit more plain and generic when it comes to the exterior. So again, right now it ends up looking something like this. Now in this area here I decided to use polished andesite. As I said, I'll also go ahead and fill that in a second. What I will also do is grab myself the stone slabs, and we're going to start working our way around the corner. I'm going to keep this nice and quick, so what we're going to do is we're going to go diagonal 1, 2, 3, diagonal 1, 2, diagonal 1, and then proceeding around to the left side, we're then going to go diagonal forwards. Again, I'm now at the left side, diagonal to side twice, and diagonal to side, and that's going to loop around all the way to the left side. What we're going to do is in this area, as I said, we'll fill it in with polished andesite. In the meantime, what we'll do is we'll head round to the right side, so all the way over to here. From this block here, we're going to go diagonal, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go diagonal and 1, diagonal, then come around to the right side. It's going to be diagonal to side twice, and diagonal, and that's going to go all the way down the right side of the building. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill that all in with polished andesite and all this with black concrete, and we'll come back, we'll build the final sign in front of the office, and we'll wrap up the video. So again, I'm going to cut the video one more time, and I'll be back in a moment. Okay, so final, I guess, a little update of the video. I've gone ahead and filled in all the exterior area with the polished andesite, filled in the parking spaces, and put a nice, neat little hedge around the exterior of the building just to finish it up and make it look a little bit nicer. What we're going to do, and this is the final few things we're going to do, is we are going to grab ourselves our white concrete, cyan concrete, red concrete, and also some oak wood and jungle leaves. We'll start off with the concrete. We're going to come to the front left corner of the area we built previously. We'll go diagonal. We're going to go 1 forwards and 2 forwards, and from here we're going to place red concrete. We're going to go diagonal, cyan concrete, and then we're also going to need a black concrete. On top of this, we're going to place a white concrete, a red concrete, and a black concrete, and on top of that we're going to place 2 black, 1 cyan. We're then going to grab ourselves our quartz slabs, and we're going to place 3 quartz slabs all the way across, like so. That's going to be the little sign out the front. From here, we're then going to go diagonal once, diagonal twice, and to the left one, and we're going to place a oak log and 2 jungle leaves on top, and then we're just going to space them out 3 blocks. So we'll place a 3 block gap, tree with, we'll do 2 bushes this time, 3 block gap, tree, 2 bushes, 3 block gap, tree, and we'll just do 3 bushes once again. So just a few little small bits of colour on that side of the build. Final touch we can add is if we grab some cobblestone walls, leave a 1 block gap on the left side and place a cobblestone wall, and then every 3 blocks leave a gap, and then, or 3 block gap, and then place a cobblestone wall, and we'll do that all the way across the front side of the building, and that's just kind of common what you see with car parks, and it's a nice little detail as you can see right there. So we can do that all the way around the side, doesn't really matter, it's just for little extra effect. On this side you can add some more trees, some more bushes, or you could just do this and act as like almost like a little mini bike rack. But yeah, apart from that, that is the build complete. That is the TikTok office in Minecraft. I'm going to get rid of my arm, we will do a little spin around and wrap up the video. So again, I appreciate everyone who stuck it out this far in the video. I appreciate it's been a very long one, but if you did enjoy, again, a like is very much appreciated. Share it with your friends and subscribe already if you haven't. Turn notifications on so you actually get notified every time I upload. And with regards to actually kind of supporting the channel, again, as mentioned in the video earlier, if you play Fortnite or use the Epic Games Store, feel free to use my code Gummy, so that's GUMMYYY, Gummy of 3 M's and 3 Y's, and it means every time you buy a skin, a battle pass, an emote, anything at all, I get a small cut, and it doesn't cost you any extra, and that truly is a massive support. So again, appreciate all the people that have been doing that, and again, I really do appreciate nonetheless everyone who subscribes, rapidly approaching the 100,000 subscriber mark, so that is a massive kind of push and momentum. So if you haven't already, again, please do hit the subscribe button. Final thing, if you want to come and join the Minecraft server where we build and design all this cool stuff, That's going to be tantonetwork.com. Once again, tantonetwork.com, with a Discord where I can hang out with you guys and chat, and we build and show off the designs various times on the channel from various builders on the server. So if you want to come and join us and have a look around, play with myself and the build team on Minecraft, again, tantonetwork.com, more information in the description down below. Apart from that, I'm going to wrap up the video here whilst my voice is still good to go. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time, my name has been Gummy, and goodbye.
Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light